Terrible things happening to Bitcoin. My worst nightmare. You wanna know everything about that? And also the last information about the crypto world? Smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News. Crypto to the max with Rodrigo Arnedo. And we are going so high on subscribers. And I know why. I told you in the last video that while you're watching the video with the cell phone, you can go just like this. You can make it, Rodri, and you see there the button for subscribing, and then you can keep on watching the video. That's easy. So that's why you're coming in like crazy into the subscribe world. Thank you very much for that. And as a kind of form of appreciation, I'm gonna give you this today, a discount for the Tangem cold card of 20% off. They are partners of the channel. Amazing cold card. And we are gonna tell you in the end of the video how far discount can go. Because it can be around $40 or $20 depending on the package that you are doing. But back to my worst nightmare. What if $112,000 was the double top like the cycle top we had in 2021? That was something that concerned Quinton, and it's making me sleep worse at night. Here you have the chart, and yeah, maybe it's not the case. Of course, in this show, we're going to talk about the possibility that Bitcoin can go up and down, but you see this drawing, and probably is creeping you out, because yeah, Bitcoin might draw that drawing with its price action. Maybe we have to visit 100k, and that's that, maybe a little bit lower, but more and more people believe that we might do something like this. That would be terrible, or maybe not. Just some more time for accumulating Bitcoin. This drawing compared with the last time we went in a crypto winter 2022, we can go all the way down to $55,000. Terrible for you or a nice time for accumulation? Let me know in the comments below, and remember that if that's the case, we were following this possibility that would bring us in August to around $79,000. September is not gonna be okay either, but then we will start going up. Why is this a possibility? Well, we have more and more tension between Ukraine and Russia. Also, we are having terrible images coming from Paris. And yeah, the multicultural Europe is not working, and makes you wonder why this doesn't work in Europe when it's working in my place in Dubai, in Emirates. So maybe Europe needs to learn a thing or two about how we do things in Dubai. Robert Kiyosaki, with all this, is taking advantage of the situation and is alarming us with prophecies that we are going to have a crash. So one day Robert Kiyosaki tells you you might get rich with 0.01 Bitcoin. I told you in this video. You have the link in the description below. You have to watch it if you haven't already. And the other day, he's telling you that we might go to the disaster. It's going to be the economic collapse, and so on and so forth. He says here that people buying silver and gold and Bitcoin are the ones that are going to have more of a possibility. We'll see about that, but the case is that gold is going up like crazy today. Also, Bitcoin may cause these pieces of information. Maybe so. Also, remember, we still have tension with the tariffs. The White House now say they're rising 25 to 50% this week to Europe, and they are not happy with that. They were trying to get a deal, and it seems it's not gonna happen. We don't have ceasefire in Russia, Ukraine. We don't have a pact between United States and Europe. What a week when we had just the largest ever Bitcoin ETF outflow on BlackRock. At the time they're buying Ethereum. We're gonna tell you more about this. But when all the news are so bad, then we have good ones. Like, for example, Paris Saint-Germain just won the Champions League, as you know. In the very same week, they bought their first Bitcoin. So yeah, maybe that's good publicity for Bitcoin. Michael Saylor doesn't care about any of this. He's buying more Bitcoin. Also, Metaplanet, they hold now 8,888 Bitcoin. And publicly listed Brazilian fintech Melus, again, they are the MicroStrategy in Brazil, and they're going to raise $78 million to buy more Bitcoin after buying $26 million. In India, more companies want to do the same. Jetkin is buying 52 of this currency into Bitcoin. And in World Vision, we can see that Korea sold Ethereum on Upbit Exchange, becoming the first non-profit to trade crypto in South Korea after institutional ban was lifted on June the 1st. More bullish news, Cantor Fitzgerald to launch a gold-protected Bitcoin fund. It combines direct Bitcoin exposure with downside protection based on gold price. Jerome Powell is gonna talk today, and some people believe, the rumor is there, that he's going to retire forced by Donald Trump. Do you believe that? I do not, but who knows? You'll know tomorrow in the show. And back to Bitcoin chart in the daily, we can see that we touched in this line withdrawal some time ago with this triangle. Maybe enough, maybe will be in this point on June 16th, around 100K. What do you think about that? I am trying to find support with Bitcoin, maybe here with the parallel channels in 100 or maybe in 94. We'll see about it. When we didn't make it with a third weekly chart in all-time highs, but people are optimistic because Bitcoin closed above 104. And allegedly, this means that we might still be having this bullish pattern, this pennant that will bring us higher. We'll see about June. We closed May in 10.99%, which is not okay if we compare it with, well, some of the best months for Bitcoin in history, but compared with last year, it's almost exactly the same. And you can see April was 14%. It was a minus 40% in 2024. So right now, we are going for a strong second quarter of the year. We'll see if we can make it with June. This can be the best one since 2020, according to Coin Bureau. You can see 2020, it was 34.9% and minus 3. So yeah, we can make it maybe. You will learn about this, of course, in our channel. We told you about what can happen on the monthly in the last video. This is the simulation with 2016. This is the simulation with 2020. Just watch the video. I'm not gonna tell everything again, but remember that we also told you about the golden cross and how we can go 97% now after a couple of days. Today was a very interesting day because of FTX, all that money flowing back into the people. So yeah, we have bad news, but we have good news. Here again, the chart that we might follow with the golden cross. Amazing times to be alive. Also remember our crazy theories of the 217 days and the 100% drama. Watch all videos so you know if you don't know some of the things that I'm telling you right now. We also told you about global monetary supply, and people are telling that, well, we knew this was going to happen, and we are about to turn that back to the upper trend. So yeah, we'll see about that. Very interesting week. We had a gap in the CME futures that it's filled already, and we are touching this moving average. The last time was the moment for Bitcoin to go higher. But also it's interesting that Bitcoin always dumps after the Bitcoin conference. This is 5 to 5 right now, and it not just a couple of days. All 5 of these occasions, we were down or flat for some time. So we'll see about this bad prophecy. Also, it's bad that 1.6 trillion Meta officially rejected shareholding proposal to add Bitcoin to its treasury. I believe this will remember in the future as a huge mistake. But it's good to know that Elon Musk just announced new X chat, and it will be inspired with Bitcoin. It will have the security of Bitcoin. Things about to get wild when Elon Musk accepts Bitcoin again on Tesla and on X, of course. The bubbles, we have green and we had red. Very interesting day. And with Ethereum, I'm still undecisive if we're going to break 2,700. I believe we're going to go down. So yeah, we'll see about that. Remember in the previous videos, we were telling you the nice idea looking at the best 100 coins out there and how they behave not in the daily but in the last 90 days, so you make your own decision. This is all in previous video, so watch it. And remember that BlackRock just bought $7 million worth of Ethereum while they're selling Bitcoin. Maybe the alt season is in the works, maybe show. $1 billion bet of Ethereum, told us Coin Bureau. Sharplink Gaming has filed with SEC to raise $1 billion for an Ethereum ETF. Is the GameStop strategy in play? I believe it is, as you know. And also you need to know that Ethereum and Solana staking ETFs could be approved as soon as this month. We have now more companies asking for this and the SEC might approve them eventually. It would be amazing. And it would be amazing to get some Bitcoin for free as a donation, as Ross Ulbricht did after being in prison for so long. He had this auction for its ID card and it's sold over $1 million. But also then Ross Ulbricht received a 300 Bitcoin in his donation wallet. So yeah, good for him. And good for you if you want this deal, if you want to buy a Tangem card. And I'm gonna tell you that just for being a rider, you are having 20% off courtesy of our friends on Tangem. So thank you very much for that. But I'm gonna go further and I'm gonna make you just save more, because you can go to the 3 cards and you have a discount close to 22 euros, $22 if you use, for example, this card or this other one. You prefer the classic black, I understand, you have a very nice discount, but with these two is even better. And if you want to make the most of it, if you want to save as much as $36, something like that, which is a lot, you can use the family package with the sale Tangem cards. Amazing deal that you only have here with Rodrigo Arnedo fan on the right. And remember that we have draws for Ledger for the Pudcy Penguins editions, and we have a winner already. So go to the comment section, it's fixed there, you're gonna know if you are the winner. We have not so many winners. I'm sad that you can all win, but yeah, we had to choose, and Grok gave me a number, an aleatory number. So this guy or woman is the winner. Just write me an email and we keep in touch for details. And also we had a draw for 3 lucky winners of CoinTracking upgrades. And yeah, those winners are also in the description below. Congratulations. I already sent those to CoinTracking, so you are going to have your accounts upgraded. You have to do nothing whatsoever. So congrats. One thing is that there are 2 similar names, so make no mistake. If your username has caps in OS, it's not you, it's the one with no capital letters. So sorry, but that's the one that Grok chosen. And remember that if you didn't win, it's okay, but you still need CoinTracking to do your tax report. You're running out of time. I have mine solved already. I recommend you to start today, or you are going to be too late for that. And that's a wrap for today. We keep on researching and we'll tell you more and more things to save you money, more draws, etc. On Rodrigo Arnedo, Noticias Bitcoin, CryptoNews, fun on the ride, health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!